Hello everyone, this is Devayan and welcome to another video of MBA Talks. In this video, I'll be talking about product linked incentive scheme of government, what it is, who is it for and why it is done. And I will also be giving out sector wise update on the schemes, the outlay, the ministry under which the sector comes and much more. So if you're coming to my channel for the first time, do subscribe to my channel as I keep coming up with more and more marketing and business related content for you. So if you are a manager, if you are a working professional, a startup or an MBA student interested in business in general, watch this video till the end to know in detail about the PLI scheme. I have tried to simplify the scheme for each and every one of you watching this. So stay tuned till the end and hope you enjoy the video. Without wasting any more time, let's get started with the video. In September 2021, a news appeared in Economic Times that said that the government may further sweeten the PLI scheme for the AC and LED manufacturers. The incentive outgo for that is 6 to 38 crore rupees, and out of which 5,866 crore rupees have already been committed by 52 companies. Now if this news went over your head, don't worry, I will be breaking down each part of it in simple words. There are 13 sectors that the government has decided to roll out PLI schemes for. So what is this PLI scheme that I am talking about? PLI scheme means product linked incentives. In essence, under this scheme, the government will be providing incentives based on the amount of incremental production that a company does. This means that for every incremental sales that the company makes, the government will be providing a percentage of it as incentive for manufacturing those products. Now under the white goods segment that I talked about, the ACs and electronics, the government is going to provide 4 to 6% of the incremental sales for the companies that have committed under the PLI scheme. So this is going to give boost to companies to manufacture and sell more and more number of goods. Now to explain it simply, assume that you are a student preparing for an exam and you don't have the right course material, right book, but you are talented enough. Now what if with every mock test that you pass, with every smaller unit test that you pass, that you excel in, the government will provide you with the course material, with the book, so that you can excel in the final exam. PLI scheme can be compared to such a method. Now, why is it done? Firstly, Government of India wants to boost manufacturing in India. With that, more and more number of companies will be motivated to base their manufacturing in India. Once the manufacturing is established, once the manufacturing sector has growth in India, there will be more number of employment, there will be an increase in national income, there will be an increase in tax that the government gets, the demand in the market will grow on, and that will lead to a macro level growth in the economy. Secondly, the government has selected 13 sectors, those sectors that needed a boost, those sectors that were affected badly, those sectors that were not growing compared to its international counterparts. Those are the sectors that have come under the radar of PLI scheme. Now what are those sectors? I will be talking about in the end of this video. And thirdly, the PLI scheme is an effort towards bringing the Indian companies and manufacturers at a level playing field with their competitors. One report by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology pertaining to PLI for large electronic goods says, and I quote, "The electronics and hardware manufacturing sector faces the lack of a level playing field vis-a-vis competing nations. As per industry estimates, electronic manufacturing sector suffers from disability around 8.5% to 11% on the account of lack of adequate infrastructure, domestic supply chain and logistics, high cost of finance, inadequate availability of quality power, limited design capabilities, and focus on R&D by the industry, and inadequacies in skill development." It also says that India's share in global electronics manufacturing has grown from 1.3% in 2012 to 3% in 2018. The domestic electronics hardware has increased from 1.9 lakh crore rupees 2015 to 4.58 lakh crore rupees in 2018-19. With the rise in demand in the domestic market, by 2025, this amount is going to be approximately 26 lakh crore rupees, which means that to meet the demand, the government will have to import from the international markets. So this would lead to a rapid outgo of foreign exchange to import those electronics. Now to reduce that, now to give boost to companies to manufacture in India, now to give boost to the Indian companies to manufacture their products, this is why the government has brought PLI scheme. Now the tenure of PLI scheme is 5 years from the starting year considered to be the base year. So with every incremental sales that the company makes, the government is going to pay 4 to 6% as incentive. So if the incremental sales value is 100 crores, the government will be paying 4 to 6 crores to the companies. This will help them in spending on resources, this will help them in refinancing them to some extent, and also the companies that need to buy land, need to establish their company, they can do so in 1 year by taking those incentives. Now that is a huge boost for the Indian companies, for the companies who have manufacturing unit in India. That brings to my next point, who all are eligible? Is it only Indian companies? No. Surely Indian companies are eligible for PLI schemes, but also foreign companies who have at least one manufacturing unit in India are eligible for PLI schemes. So the companies which do not have any manufacturing unit in India will not be eligible for this PLI scheme. The government wants, as I said, to increase, to boost the domestic manufacturing, which is why they are forcing on the companies, national or international, to base their manufacturing in India, which is why government is giving them such incentives, which is why PLI scheme was brought into picture. So a little sector-wise incentives. I have prepared a summary sheet that I can share with you. How to get this sheet, I will tell you at the end of this video. The 13 sectors that are there under this scheme are white goods, textiles and apparel, renewable energy, telecom, pharma, metals and mining, medical devices, food processing, electronic system, large-scale electronic manufacture and IT hardware, chemicals, aviations and automobiles. Now the amount for this and the ministry is available in the sheet that I have prepared, that I am ready to share with you all. If you want this sheet, you can check out from the description. I have also linked all the sources from government website, from the government data that I read, all the news articles in the description box. I have also linked the PDF of the notification that Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology released with respect to the large-scale electronics manufacturing incentives. If you are a working professional, do let me know whether your sector is covered in the PLI scheme or not. If so, what are the advantages that you will be having, how your company or your industry is looking at these schemes. Let's have a healthy conversation in the comment section. Also share this video with as many people as you want so that they are aware about this scheme. So that was the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have done so, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That gives me a boost to come up with more and more marketing and business related content for you.